This is a real special episode of Lynna's life. Oh gosh, where do I start? Well, first of all, my eyes are bloodshot red because I've been crying like a baby. Um, because I realized that today I gained an enemy and I'm no longer friends with the woman I had promised to share the rest of my life with. I was at the point of trying to contact her to get myself to be able to see the kids, and after several texts that I had attempted to make to her, she responded and said, hey, do you want to meet tonight for dinner? And I was like, oh, finally she responds, and she's like, oh, you can't expect me to just drop what I'm doing and answer you. I mean, I'm like, it's amazing how before I used to text you and it was like, boom, instant, I mean, there was almost like no delay. And now that I'm trans, it takes a while for her to even respond. So I get a phone call and we go back and forth, the typical, I don't see your point of view, you don't see mine, I don't see yours, you don't see mine, and this back and forth that just ends up with really accomplishing nothing actually at the end, but just more frustration. And the last part of the conversation is talking about, what we're going to do about child visitation and, trying to iron out our divorce. And she says, I want minimum visitation for you. And I was like, are you kidding me? Are you serious? Do you really think that that's something that the courts are going to allow for their other parent to not be able to see their kid or their 5 children? I said, the courts are not going to look highly on you for saying that, for wanting that. Because in all actuality, people, I'm a good person. I don't abuse my kids. I have never, done anything like that. So her grounds would be absolutely something that she would have to conjure up. She'd have to conjure that up. So here I sit with this realization that my own spouse of almost 17 years thinks that it's the best for me to just disappear and fall off the face of the planet and not be in contact with my kids, or to keep contact to a minimum. And I don't know what your Webster's dictionary tells you about the meaning of minimal, but my definition of minimal is nigh unto none. So that's basically what minimum means to me. It means the least amount possible, if there has to be a possible. And that's just not acceptable to me. And so once she did that, she just created a huge problem for me. And now I look at her as my main enemy. I've wanted to come out to my kids in a very kind of a layered manner. I didn't want to freak them out by just showing up one day as me. Although this is how I live, it's my reality. I didn't want it to be theirs just quite yet. I wanted to kind of temper it with just, me being able to show up and presenting as a male, and then go into detail about why Daddy left, and what's up, and what's going on, and why Mommy and Daddy are getting divorced, and all that. But I'm not given the ability to do such a thing. So my kids, whereas I wanted to just show them a picture of me, now they have to see me, and I have to shock them now, apparently, because my ex is not giving me the liberty to talk to them. But I got some really great news today. I had texted my oldest son this afternoon, and I was on a phone call with my one of my friends, and after getting the phone call, the text showed up. My son had texted me back, and he hasn't texted me since, I don't know, February, I think, last time I got a text from him. And I haven't seen him in probably over a month either. And, well, he just texted me now.